Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's. Recording this really close to when I upload because I got my second COVID shot and I couldn't do it last night. I was just too exhausted. But we're here talking about Alex Kidd in Miracle World DX, the deluxe edition. And I have a history with this game. It's one of those games that was near and dear to my heart when I was a child. Like some people are so near and dear to the original Mario Brothers my age. But we had a Sega. We did not have a Super Nintendo or a regular Nintendo Entertainment System. We had the SEGA Master System and the SEGA Genesis, as it was called here. Mega Drive if you were in Europe or Japan, depending on which region you are watching from. But today, I want to show you and talk about Alex Kidd in Miracle World. Let's get... So, this is Alex Kidd in Miracle World DX. And you could draw a lot of similarities to Mario from it, but I guarantee you this game is far sillier with some of its bosses and has some more original bosses, I guess, like more of them, more types. And the reason I say that is not because I don't like Mario, but because Mario in particular is, if I remember, the first Mario Brothers only has Bowser fights? No, I could be completely wrong. You can correct me in the comments if you're wrong, but like there's only Bowser fights. And well, granted, 3 of the fights in this are just Junk and Pone. Don't worry, you'll get to see that at some point in the video. Junk and Pone is rock, paper, scissors in Japan, so this is a very Japanese game in that regard. I honestly love this game, but it's like a love-hate thing, and it's very nostalgia driven, and I think a lot of people who bought this day one are gonna be in the same camp as me. We like the game, so we're gonna play it. And I'm probably late to the party. I don't know if a lot of people even talked about this game yet. I didn't see much fanfare for it online, outside of it getting announced and people being really excited, myself included, to see them bring back Alex Kidd. I think Alex Kidd could do better with something a little more modern. This game is a good reimagining. Reimagining's like too much. This is a good starting point. You've got decent art. This clearly wasn't the highest budget remake, but I honestly just appreciate that it exists, because games like this don't... IP like this doesn't get revived that often. Like, there's a lot of IP like this just dead. Alex Kidd for Smash? Probably not. Give Sonic. I don't see them putting in Alex Kidd. But this was the 80s, and this would be more attuned to like Mario rivalry. So you notice I ran into the boss and just died instantly after playing this level so cautiously to pick up as much money as I could. So I've used the power ring here. This is one of the power-ups you get. That menu on the top is obviously new, along with the money reader. Used to be on a separate screen. And the ring lets you throw fireballs from your hands. It's cool. But I need to talk about the controls for this game and why I don't hate this game, but it definitely does do some things to my emotions that upset me. I felt a lot of the time I was fighting Alex to do what I wanted him to do. So you'll see I'm like trying to like jump, and it's like I'll jump and I'll be short. It's on off, right? So if you're using the control stick up here, and you know, we are now used to granular movement in games. A lot of games have granular movement, you know, push the stick a little, go a little, push the stick a lot, go faster. This game's on off. It's just on off. And it's a huge undertaking to remake a game like this. I'm positive that the team is talented and they went for authenticity here. And well, I can applaud them in that, and that this game feels very authentic to my childhood experiences of never getting past the second level with 3 lives. Which is the base way to play this. It also like increased the frustration factor for me. So with the new one, they added the switch between on the bumpers. Always pleasant to have, always a nice addition. One of the things that make games with an inventory system just easier to play. There's less pausing and switching to a weapon, switching to a thing, using it. But that movement, the movement is the thing that just kills this game the most for me. Not because it's hard, not because it's that, but because like I have to wind him down. Like he's 0 to 60, but doesn't stop on a dime. You know? He's still got momentum. It's hard to explain, but Alex Kidd has momentum, and if you aren't used to it, it just becomes a pain. And it's just hard to deal with as an adult game. But it was hard to deal with as a kid. I'm not gonna say it was good then, because I was playing other games like Altered Beast, which I don't remember the 8-bit port of as well as I remember Alex Kidd or its 16-bit port. But a lot of other Sega games had better movement. I might even talk about Sonic, because Sonic has good movement, but like, yeah, Sonic has good movement. It's Sonic. Only go fast. But Sonic is the 16-bit era, whereas Alex Kidd is 8-bit. This is an 8-bit game. And I might not have played all the great, whatever, 8-bit games, but I remember games like Dynamite Duck handling pretty okay. I should go back and try an emulator on those, because I'm not gonna try and track down those cartridges in the console. My brother's probably got them somewhere, but to be honest, $300+ to play a game that old is not that appealing. But you know, I remember a lot of games handling better than Alex Kidd. And maybe they all came after, which is totally possible. This could be groundbreaking Sega code here. If I had the classic one up, we'd be looking at. But this is, for better or worse, what they got. And I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Saying I hate Alex Kidd would be dumb. It has things I nitpick because I just want it to be better. But in all honesty, it's a fine game from the 80s. It's like I know people love Super Mario Brothers, but like I said, there's only Bowser, right, for boss fights, and they just spice it up with different encounters and different level layouts. This game has different bosses. Sure, the first 3 forms of one of them is just Junk and Palm. There's no level warps that I know of in this game. Sure, there's probably like codes or something to skip through levels. There always are. That'd probably be the only way to actually beat this game. Legit, with 3 lives. Because, like, look at this. It's hard. It is very hard, and excuse me, I don't stray away from a challenge. It's not something I do. This game is just near and dear to my heart. I also remember this game having slowdown, like a lot of older games did. And that's me trying to tap the button to just move a little bit. Realizing it's not worth it, and just going for it. It's so rough. It's so rough to talk about this game. Because on one hand, I absolutely love it. Oops, hold on. This is a Junk and Pull fight. And on the other hand, I want it to be more, maybe? I was hoping the remake would have, or the DX version would have, like, an arranged mode with new, like, a life bar system. Something. Just something new. To make it more modern. Besides just a fresh coat of paint and the bumper system. The menu counter in the corner. And letting you pick which food Alex Kidd will eat. I didn't go super late into the game for the footage, just so I don't spoil anything for you, but there's a castle, but it's not the end of the game. I think there's 2 castles, actually. I don't remember exactly. But this game is special to me. Special to me in a way that only some games are. I have a very love-hate relationship with it. I would much rather it have a few interesting additions to it. One of the additions I could think of just right now is a way to just restart a level. Like, roll back a save to restart the level would have been nice. Because this game is hard, like I said, and I lost my bike very quickly there, and I've never been good with the motorcycle because it kind of handles funny. Let's just get that going. This is a game, like I said, I grew up with. I played a bunch, and it was so fun back in the day. When you're a kid, and you know, you don't have anything else, so you just play it, right? You just play whatever. But now the flaws are starting to show, and do I think this is still a good game? Yes and no. I think it's a great game for what it is. 8-bit system. You know, it's a pack-in game for me. Not every Master System came with it, but that's besides the point. I don't know about how it happened in Japan or Europe, but I know that that's how I played it. And they made a sequel. The sequel was cool, I guess. I don't remember ever playing it though. But I think it's time you let these guys. I don't know who made this, but whoever made this, I hope you were trying to force Sega into letting you make a new game. Because, well, this is cool, and this is a great reimagining of Sega's original vision from the 80s of this game. And the fact that you went the extra mile and put all the food in, and we're faithful to a fault. Let's leave it at that. I appreciate it. I appreciate everything you guys put into this, and you did a good job for what this game is. This is probably the best you'll see this game look. This is Series X, 4K, the usual shenanigans. And yeah, it's stunning. It looks fantastic. I just wanted a little more. Maybe like a mix-up mode or something. I don't know. I'm sure you guys had other ideas that wasn't in the scope of the budget of this project that I would like to see realized. I would like to see some of your more ambitious ideas realized, developers. And I hope that you can coerce Sega into allowing you to use this IP to make more games. Unless your next project is remaking Enchanted Castle, and then I have no reason not to play it then. Junk and Bone Fight number 2. Well, number 1. I can't get over that this game exists. Like, this version of this game exists. It's kind of baffling to me that it's here. This game almost feels like a fever dream. If that makes any sense. Like, it feels like something I thought of. It's like, yeah, and then you get to the end of the level after you buy a motorbike, and then it hits a wall, and you just keep going. And then you get to the end of the level, and you play rock, paper, scissors against the bad guy, and then he gets mad and leaves. Does that not sound like something a kid would say? Oh, and then there's a cheeseburger, because it was a hamburger, and Alex kid eats the hamburger and moves on with his life. It's like, what? I love it. It's so weird. It's so weird. And you tell people like what the game's about and how it works, and they're just like, wait, there's giant hand people that you have to play rock, paper, scissors with? What? Like, yeah, why, what the hell? Let's not. I was trying to see if you could kill the octopus there. But yeah, like, it's a wild game. For sure. It's just absolutely wild. Super weird. There was one point in the game where the title card would cover up things. I like all the glitz and glamour. Decent use of real estate. This, just like its original, is a flawed gem. It has good ideas. It remakes a very, again, like I said, flawed game. The original Alex Kidd is not... I would not describe the original Alex Kidd as anything other than wacky, but I mean, they brought back Wonder Boy, and so we have Wonder Boy back, we have Alex Kidd back. Let's make some new games. I love these remakes of these original games, but you have these frameworks and you have all the mechanics for a lot of the older games. Let's make something new. So, I think I've rambled enough, and I hope you all enjoyed this trip down my memory lane. Probably not yours. I'm sure there's a lot of people who aren't even going to click on this video, but that's fine. But until next time, またね。